Hello everyone, this is Gemini Jets 1975 coming at you with a second liveries and aircraft episode, this time of United Airlines. So we'll get started here. I would just want to thank everyone for their support of the original first video, and there will be several more to come after this one. If there's another one that you'd like to see other than American Airlines, just as I believe that one's going to be the next one, just comment in the section below. Anyway, let's get started. I don't have a Stars and Bars aircraft. Just to give you kind of a little bit of a historical account here. When the jet age started, think of the Stars and Bars aircraft. When the jet age started, the United livery consisted of exactly that without the stars. And then in 1970, actually that may not even be true, but in 1972 they added the stars. And then in 1974 you have what is commonly referred to as the Sal Bass livery, named after the marketing genius that came up with it. And this livery was in use from 1974 until roughly, let's say, the early 90s. So let's take a look at this livery. Alright. I do have it on the 747 SP and on a 727. So you've got the orange, red, and blue cheat lines, and then the United titles, registration on this aircraft N147UA, N147UA, and then there's the United U. On the bottom, of course, you know, your Gemini Jets. But this livery was extremely popular. When United gave it up, a lot of people were upset. Kind of similar to the Delta Widget livery. And as far as this particular aircraft, United inherited them from Pan Am when they purchased Pan Am's Pacific Division in 1986. And up until that point, United had not flown any that's wrong. Up until that point, United had not flown very many international routes. Let me get another plane here. And basically, I think, there was Seattle, I thought possibly Seattle, Hong Kong was one of their first. And then they purchased Pan Am's Pacific Division, and everything took off from there. United was also the first airline to fly to all 50 states at one time. And that was in the 1985 time frame. The 727 seen here in this livery was the workhorse of their fleet. Them, along with Delta, pretty much had the largest fleet of 727s of any airline in the world. Next, I'm not really sure, I don't remember what the name of this livery is, but it had kind of right here where whoops, you can't see that, right here near the nose, it would say Worldwide Services, because Pan Am, because United actually flew round the world services, and they were using this livery when they started doing that. There was it was New York, JFK, to London Heathrow, to Mumbai, to, not Mumbai, Delhi, New Delhi, to Hong Kong to Los Angeles, the Los Angeles to New York, and it was flight 1 in one direction, flight 2 in the other direction. They flew it for, a number of years, and the airline dropped the India tag because it was becoming too expensive. So they were having problems with the rights to fly into India, but that's kind of a long story. And this was kind of the ugly duckling livery. They were also using this livery in during the in the 9/11 time frame, shortly after the 9/11, when they went into bankruptcy and spiraled out of control during the summer of, 1999, I believe, when they had so many delays that there was just, they were a basket case. Anyway, after that, then they came up with this livery, and I personally like this livery. I believe Sal Bass also designed this one. And let's see if we can go a little bit into detail on this one. Let's see here. There's the Star Alliance logo. Your stylized United U, United. And then you've got your light blue. Actually, there's several colors. There's 3 colors of blue on top of a dark blue. And then your tail. I really, really like this livery. Whenever the merger with Continental happened, I was a little disgusted. And that brings us to the current livery. I imagine it was to save money, but they basically stuck United on Continental. So all they had to do was repaint the name United on all the Continental planes. And then, as far as the pre-merger United aircraft, they obviously had to, do a little more work. But I guess economically it was smart. But basically just Continental with another name on it. So, as far as aircraft, United was largely a Boeing customer for a very long time. They operated the Boeing 720, which is an airplane you don't hear much about. It wasn't all that popular. They did operate DC-8s, DC-10s, 747s. They never operated DC-9s or MD-80 series. 737s of pretty much all varieties. Of course, the 727, 747, 757, 767, 777. They were the launch customer for the 777. And then later on, they had a few A319s and A320s. And that's really all of the Airbus aircraft that United really operated. And then, of course, now they've got the A350 on order. So, but one reason that could be the case is that back when United was a fledgling airline, back in the 1920s, they were actually part of the Boeing Corporation. Comment in the section below if you want me to do some kind of video about the early development of the airlines. You basically trace most of the major, even if you take Northwest, United, American, Continental, there's a couple of exceptions. Eastern, you can all trace pretty much all of them back to a few companies. It's rather complicated, but it's very interesting. As always, like, comment, subscribe. This video, just like the first one, ran a little bit long. I kind of like to babble a little bit. And The next one in the series, I believe, is going to be American. After that, I know which ones I want to do, but not in the order. So, as just in the beginning, comment which one you would like to see next. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.